In a secluded corner of the world, nestled between vast forests and towering mountains, lies a small village named Elderton. Elderton looks ordinary at first glance, but there's an extraordinary thing about it. The village has banned death. It all began as a desperate act. The villagers, tired of the relentless cycle of loss and grief, gathered one moonlit night and decided death would no longer be welcome. Elders, whose word carried weight like ancient stone, chanted an incantation that echoed through the village. They vowed, hearts synced in a solemn pact, that death would be shown the door. At first, nothing changed. Birds continued to chirp, the river flowed, and the sun rose and set over the sleepy rooftops of Elderton. But then, the local baker, a man known for his hearty laughter, suffered a heart attack. Yet against all reason, he did not die. Instead, he simply remained in a peculiar state of pause, hovering between life and death. His heart no longer beat, but his eyes held the twinkle of life. Astonished and confused, the villagers gathered once more. The elders explained that the incantation had indeed worked, but not quite as they'd expected. Death was now forbidden from claiming them, but the whispers of life and death wove together, leaving those on death's doorstep in a strange limbo. The village adapted swiftly. Families took turns caring for those caught in this in-between state, whispering stories and sharing laughter, hoping to draw them back to the land of the living. The village thrived in a way it never had before, with a deep sense of community and shared responsibility. Life eternal yet paused became the new norm. The villagers lived without the fear of the inevitable, their days filled with a strange peace. But as years stretched on, the village grew ever more crowded. Resources thinned, and the once joyous laughter began to sound hollow. The charm of their eternal state faded, replaced by the heavy burden of endless existence. One day, a curious child wandered to the old village borders, tracing the worn path of the elders long gone. They found an ancient carving on a stone, a forgotten part of the incantation. It spoke of balance, of life and death intertwined, a cycle necessary for harmony. With innocence only children hold, the child whispered the words aloud. The effect was immediate. A breeze swept through Elderton, carrying with it a scent of renewal. The paused villagers awoke with clarity, and those who had lingered too long slipped away peacefully, a gentle smile on their lips. Elderton learned an invaluable lesson that day sometimes, the things we fear most are vital for the beauty of life. And so they welcomed death back, not as a foe, but as a friend who had been too long absent.